In the summer of 1518, something unimaginable happened in the city of Strasbourg. It started quietly, with a single woman stepping into the street and beginning to dance. There was no music, no festival, no reason for it, just an uncontrollable urge that gripped her body and refused to let go. Her name was Frau Trophia, and though she begged for help, though her feet blistered and her legs ached, she could not stop. Within days, more people joined her. Within weeks, the streets were filled with dozens then hundreds of people caught in the same terrifying trance. They danced until their bodies gave out. Some danced until they died. At first, the authorities thought it was just a strange but harmless outburst. Maybe it was a passing craze, a bizarre but temporary fever. But as the days turned into weeks, it became clear that this was no ordinary event. The dancers weren't celebrating, they were suffering. Their faces were twisted in pain, their movements jerky and unnatural. They screamed for help even as their limbs kept moving. Doctors examined them but found no physical cause. Priests prayed over them, but the dancing continued. The city was in a panic. What kind of sickness was this? The town council, desperate for a solution, turned to the medical wisdom of the time. Some physicians claimed it was a case of hot blood rising to the brain, overheating the body and causing madness. Others believed it was divine punishment, a curse sent to test the faith of the people. But the strangest theory of all was that the only way to cure the dancers was to let them dance it out. So, in a move that seems unbelievable today, the city leaders actually encouraged the madness. They built a wooden stage in the town square, hired musicians, and even brought in professional dancers to keep the afflicted moving. The logic was simple. If they danced hard enough, the fever would burn itself out. Instead, the plague spread. More and more people were seized by the compulsion, some collapsing from exhaustion, others dying from heart attacks or strokes. The streets became a nightmare scene, men, women, and children trapped in a relentless, agonizing dance. The sound of shuffling feet and labored breathing filled the air. No one knew when or if it would ever end. So what really caused this horror? Centuries later, historians and scientists still debate the answer. One leading theory is mass psychogenic illness, a kind of collective hysteria where extreme stress and fear trigger physical symptoms in a group. Life in 16th century Strasbourg was harsh. The people had endured famine, disease, and crushing poverty. The constant threat of suffering could have pushed them into a kind of trance, a desperate escape from reality. Another possibility is ergot poisoning. Ergot is a fungus that grows on damp rye, a staple grain at the time. When eaten, it can cause hallucinations, convulsions, and even gangrene. Some symptoms of ergotism, twitching, spasms, delirium match the descriptions of the dancing plague. But if this were the case, why did only dancing spread, and not other symptoms? Why did it happen so suddenly and then fade away? Then there are darker theories. Some believe the dancers were part of a secret cult, performing a ritual that spiraled out of control. Others suggest they were victims of a mass hallucination, perhaps triggered by something in the environment. But with no definitive proof, the truth remains just out of reach. By September, the dancing plague had finally begun to fade. Some of the survivors recovered, though many were left with lasting physical and mental scars. The stage was torn down, the musicians sent away. Life in Strasbourg slowly returned to normal, but the memory of those terrible months never truly left. The dancing plague of 1518 is one of history's strangest and most unsettling mysteries. It defies easy explanation, hovering somewhere between science, psychology, and folklore. Was it a medical anomaly, a psychological breakdown, or something even weirder? We may never know for sure, but one thing is certain: it serves as a haunting reminder of how fragile the human mind can be. So the next time you feel the rhythm of a song and your body starts to move, just remember there was once a time when dancing wasn't a choice, it was a curse.
Hey there, if you're enjoying this video and appreciate the effort behind it, don't forget to like this video. It really helps the channel grow, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss an update. Oh, and one more thing, share this video with your friends. Spread the love and support. Alright, now let's get back to the video. Let me know if you want any tweaks.